As a curator, when I'm thinking about a research project, I like to think about why it matters, who is it for, what is the outcome that's intended, and shape it around what I know about the resources that are available. What's in the local museum, what's in the local library, what books are published and available for me to read. And then I love to talk to those farmers themselves. I often have to interview women and I go to the people who own the story. They are the experts and I am facilitating and helping share their story.
Often we think that asking a question is the easy part of the research, but in actual fact, refining and developing research questions is the essence of getting to the information that you need. Of course, students don't have as much background knowledge as your average museum curator on any given topic. So it's useful to do some research before you even start development of research questions. So students need to know something about the area in terms of farming, in terms of women's role in farming. It's also important for teachers to go through that process with students about how questions are developed. And there is quite a complex process which I think teachers can model in a sort of brainstorming session with children and teaching them that not all questions are equal. Start off with a whole group discussion which is filtered through a whiteboard or blackboard where students are throwing up ideas and the ideas are being refined. Or teachers can have students working in small groups or in pairs, but it's important for students to understand how those questions were arrived at. So brainstorming, having a discussion around why these particular questions are being asked so that the students actually own the questions as well. But of course we also want students to learn about the research process and what's involved in developing research questions.